working. There we go. There we go. Good morning, Crypto Chaos. Good morning. Good morning. How's it going, guys? Welcome to Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. And here we go again. Another day of chaos. Yeah, and then this morning, yeah, we hit, of course, our baseline bear. Of course, yeah, winning, winning. So much, you may even what else is new? What else is new? Let's wake up. Let's wake up. No coffee this morning for me. I got a little bit of a bellyache. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Rise and shine. Crypto Quint in the house. How's it going, Quint? We got G-Dog. Good morning. Good morning. And thanks again, Quint, for 200 joules. 200 joules this morning. The joules. The joules. Thank you so much. Rise and shine, you filthy degenerates. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. We're going to start with Bloomberg as... Trump gets it. He gets the tariffs, of course, launching this morning.
Now to Washington, President Trump is rebuilding his tariff wall, imposing duties of 10% to 12.5% on imports from dozens of trading partners. Let's get the latest from Bloomberg Washington correspondent Tyler Kendall. So, Tyler, supporters argue that this is about rebuilding American manufacturing. But can you talk to us about evidence, whether they actually have that?
Liberation Day 2.0.
That's a really good point at this point in time, as we know that it takes companies time to onshore their production, and in certain instances when it comes to some of those sector-specific tariffs, like what we saw rolled out earlier this week in terms of generic pharmaceuticals, these companies are weighing the pros and cons and how much cost it's going to take in order to onshore their manufacturing. This latest wave of tariffs that we're seeing stem from what's known as a Section 301 investigation into whether trading partners have failed to take effective action to block goods when it comes to forced labor. And that's why you actually see sort of the tier here. That 10% rate is going to go towards those countries that have banned forced labor but are not effectively enforcing it, while that higher rate will be for those that have absolutely no laws on the books. At the same time, though, we are expecting exemptions to come down. We've already gotten a few of them from the USTR, including oil and gas, fertilizer, food products, those items that are very highly exposed to supply disruptions. And in fact, a senior administration official tells me that we should expect more exemptions to come down the pipeline, that the administration has already gotten, at this point, hundreds of requests amid this new flurry of action that they are taking. And Danny and Isabel, at this point, we should be expecting more. I mentioned those generic pharmaceuticals earlier this week. We also got those tariffs against Canada earlier this week, too. But keep in mind, there's another Section 301 investigation pending out there that has to do with excess capacity. And that, too, could lobby on additional stackable tariffs for many of these trading partners.
Just with these.
All right. Enough of the tariffs this morning. But, yeah, of course, they went live as of midnight today. Yeah, we're waking up to that chaos at the morning open. So far, it seems like things are starting to rebound in the pre-market. We'll see how it does handle, of course, the morning open here in about 5 minutes. Let's get into some of the other headlines we have here. Dow futures rebound 150 points as oil surge eases. And we're seeing a little bit of a pullback on oil today as well. A little up too fast, but it's still on a trend. It's still on a very, very aggressive trend for oil. Sitting at 98 right now on Brent crude this morning. All right, what else we have? Trump to slap sweeping new tariffs on 60 trade partners as global duties expire. And just like Bloomberg was reporting, we are seeing exceptions in like stuff like food, which is, I guess, good, I guess, for Americans for the meantime. But either way, there's export costs. If they continue to go up, there's no way to really keep the prices of these goods and services down. And, forever. Oil sees a 10% weekly gain as Trump mulls bigger than ever attack on Iran. Here we go. It's more war. As we just concluded our 13th or 14th. I think it was the 14th night of bombs. 14th night on the 14th night of bombing Iran. Geez, okay. I gotta get into a song here. All right, oil prices dropped more than 3% earlier on Friday. It's too early for that. But remained on track for a weekly jump of 10% as the U.S.-Iran war continued to escalate. Global benchmark Brent crude futures for July delivery were 3.6% lower at 97.10 cents a barrel, heading toward a weekly gain of about 10%. And we just checked it, of course, at 98 right now on Brent crude. All right. Stocks making the biggest moves: pre-market, Intel, Oracle, American Express, and more. Again, we got about 3 or 4 minutes until we do open that bell. Bitcoin seems to be doing okay. Rolling over a little bit this morning, but yeah, it still hasn't really hit our bear case scenario yet. Again, calling for baseline bear last night. Pretty much landed right on top of the target. Rolling over a little earlier than we usually do here at the market open. Boom. There she is. There she is. All right. Let's see. Anything else? Any other big movers we have this morning? I guess maybe we the news is actually kind of flat in the midst of all this chaos. It's kind of disappointing. I was hoping to wake up and see more doom. Trump new global tariff draws rebukes from trade partners over forced labor justification. Again, they're looking at lawsuits here soon. But honestly, this is the most, I guess, legal way to produce these tariffs on these countries. Russian attack cuts power to around 150,000 Ukrainians north of Kyiv as Kyiv hits a missile oil facility. And you guys probably can't hear it, but my phone's going off on the other side of the room. All right. Amazon cracks down on use of AI images by sellers after New York law. Let's see. Anything else? That's about it. That's about all we get in the headlines this morning on CNBC. Let's take a look over here as the SpaceX stock plunged 50% as SpaceX sells off finally hit as of 3 hours ago. It seems like they're starting to rebound a little bit this morning. We did get an announcement from SpaceX about how they're going to be kind of putting the Falcon on the back burner for a while because they're going to be focusing on more, I guess, what was it, the other one, spaceship, the spaceship, Starship. They're going to be focusing on Starship more and about basically taking the consumer or the public transport off of the itinerary for a little while. That's the idea. That's what I heard this morning. But so far, it looks like it's not really working. 115, 116. We'll see after the morning open, but it's still struggling to keep above 100 and 120. Let's just say 120. Jeez, as it still bleeds out. U.S. stocks raise after tech rout as tariffs take effect. We'll see if that continues here in a few minutes. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes until the opening bell. Trump says he's considering a massive attack on Iran, and that's another headline we've been talking about. I guess this one might go in a little deeper. Trump told Axios on the interview that he was close to making a decision on attacks that would be bigger than before. Just not sure how he's going to do that with a lot of the funding being cut. Iran isn't ready to make a deal, and they haven't received enough pain yet. I don't think we have the spending to go in there. But whatever, we're just making threats just so that we look stronger, I guess, than way up here. All right, profits are beating a high bar, but traders aren't stoked. It's pretty much the feel we have this morning. Jamie Dimon never met or emailed Epstein, says JP Morgan. Geez, so much chaos this morning. All right, let's get back over to Doomberg and see what's going on over here.
Top executives.
As the bell about to ring in about 30 seconds. Let me get back over here with you guys in the chat. Let's go. Starship, yes, Cliff. Starship. The Doom is loading, says Crypto Quint. Yes, in about 30-40 seconds, we're going to have more Doom. I can't wait. More Doom. So far, Bitcoin has been kind of teetering. It's possible we do see a sell-off in the morning. So I told you guys last night that it's more than likely we were going to see a little bit of a steady sideways action from the foreign market. It's pretty much what we got. And then America, we're going to wake up and we're going to dump it. Because we can. Here we go, 20 seconds.
Today's sell-off fueled by inflation woes over higher oil and yields and some of the earnings we got from Alphabet with CapEx spooking investors. Today, it's the S&P little change and the NASDAQ starts to fall yet again. Ringing the bell at the New York Stock Exchange, we have Oliver Scholars that helps give education to underserved communities here in New York City, a great and worthy cause. Meanwhile, down at the NASDAQ, we have a new listing. It's Scribe Therapeutics.
Bitcoin testing at 64.3.
Backed by Eli Lilly. So you got some of the... I saw up here, they have the scientists from the labs beaming in. And I'm just is that sanitary? Aren't these very sanitized labs? Are you allowed to have cameras and that kind of equipment in them? Probably, but
maybe they chose a corner where they will. You know, I never noticed that. Do they always have that?
Sometimes when it's a big company and you can tell here they really want to one-up it. And I love it when they bring their kids. Everyone should bring their kids to
yeah.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime
the
event.
banter over here at
love
Bloomberg is
to
just not the same without Matt. Okay.
We'll
All right. I just can't. It's cringe. It's cringe. All right. Intel, it just had a good announcement. It's coming back down on the morning open.
Edging higher, but now it's in the red, down by 0.8%, wavering after it delivered a revenue forecast that shattered Wall Street estimates. And this comes as data center spending really fuels that long-awaited.
It just broke
turnaround.
64.3.
I'm looking at American Express this morning that continues to see its shares fall. It raised its full-year revenue outlook as affluent customers kept spending, but shares
Who
are
uses
lower.
American Express anymore?
Revenue, card fees and expenses.
No one accepts the damn thing.
Disappointed all of the marketing that they had to do in order to attract customers with their higher fees. We're back in the studio with Empower Chief Investment Strategist Marta Norton. And Marta, we've been talking about the sell-off in tech. It hasn't just been that's been troubling for these markets.
All right.
It's also higher.
What is this, The View? Come on. I don't know. I don't know if I can take Bloomberg seriously anymore. All right, after he lost Matt. All right, let's move on. We'll get back over here where they got someone else more interesting. Let's take a look at CNBC this morning, and then we'll get into the overall sentiment and the weather on Bitcoin. Stocks are a little changed as oil surge eases, Intel gains after earnings. And we, of course, just opened the bell. Let's see what's going on over here with Kramer and friends.
Look like a top. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't always mean it has to go down from here, but there's this big rolling period.
Talking about the
NASDAQ.
NASDAQ.
All the chartists are talking diamond top patterns, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean it's over, but it means that
New home sales, S&P manufacturing data comes out today.
And work to the upside.
Services and PMI.
The market has not yet demonstrated that it can have everybody win. And we talked about this before. So, I mean, there was a case to be made that Alphabet, you already had de-risked it. People knew there was going to be a CapEx raise. They should. All
right. Let's start with the sentiment this morning. Let's just get into that. Fear and greed opens this morning at 39 in fear for the traditional markets. This is the lowest we've seen in about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. We are slipping back into fear for the stock market. Let's take a look. That's down about 4 points from yesterday's open to where we are now. Let's take a look at the crypto fear and greed. Also looking at 28 in fear. Better for crypto than it has been in recent memory, right? We've been stuck at 23 in extreme fear for a long time. This is kind of on the high side, but we did just lose, I think, was it 32? Something like that, the high from this week. Looking at the Kospi, I want to, of course, share that with you guys real quick this morning. We did see another down day on the Kospi. Of course, South Korea sell off 5%, almost 6%, 5.72% on the Kospi today. All right. So, yeah, it looks like the foreign market's still continuing that downtrend. And, of course, the tech sell-off continues. Let's see what else is going on with crypto. We're going to be taking a look at the Dixie as well first. 101.5. Damn. Pretty much still there. Yeah, we touched it this morning at 8:59, right before the opening bell. 101.5. Expect a bit higher, continuing with all the other doom, all the other chaos, of course, elements that are spiraling around in our markets. All right, let's get into bubbles. And then we'll look at the heartbeat of crypto. Of course, the weather, Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the top 100 here. Everything is down. Oh, it's a bloodbath. But is it enough? Is it enough pain to buy the dip? That's what I'm here for. 1.5% on, on the top 100 on average. Sell off right now. Nice pullback. Almost 2% in the top 200. I definitely am excited to look there for the most part. Let's take a look and see what the biggest movers today are. Not really anything special. It's just this little dumpster fire over here called Picoin. Yes, that thing continues to bleed out. This thing should be in the top 200 soon. Come on. Get out of here. Get out of here. It looks like it's top 62. Come on. We need a lot more pain. Is it 62? Yeah, this should be in the top 200. What are we doing? What are we doing? We'll get there. I'm not sure who's still holding that damn thing. Beats the biggest mover, still going up about almost 9% today. This thing continues to just rip day after day. Here we go, still 70% up in the month. And yeah, we did see that pullback, but my God, it's still on a really nice trend line there on Beat. Looking at data's up 5%. That thing just ripped into the top 100 from, I don't know, top 700 800, something like that. It's up 1,500% of the year, 80,000% of the month now. Still continuing its, massive Titan-like move. Ondo's down about 5%. I'm looking at Ondo, maybe looking at buying, picking up a little more Ondo on the pullback here. And pump.fun's down about 6. So those are the biggest movers right now to the downside and the upside. Let's take a look at the weekly. We have any more assets squeezing into that 15% off here on the weekly? No, we don't. Arrow's close. Arrow Finance down 14%, but no cigar. Midnight's still the only one. The only one. Looking at the monthly here, for even, of course, increased sellouts over time. It's still Memecore, WorldCoin, PieCoin, Midnight, and the Humanity probably slipped in the top 200. Okay, cool. All right, going into the top 200 over here. On the daily, doing the same thing. DEXE is down another 20%, almost 18% down on DEXE. This thing's down like, it's got to be down like 95% at this point. Looks like 92% on the week alone. 92% on the week alone. Holy crapola. How the mighty have fallen. Again, if you look at it on the year, this thing looks like looks like the log plume ride. You just go down the waterfall. Yeah, that's what that is there. Okay, Riff is up another 29% here on the day. We talked about this one last night. Continues, of course, to have its run. We'll see how it does today. And that's about it. Those are the biggest movers here on the day anyway. Look for anything oversold here on the weekly, and there's just 2. We got Velvet and DEXE. As I've mentioned, DEXE is now down 92.6% on the week. Riff is close, 14.3%. Even after it's a little bit of a run today in the last 24 hours, it's still down 15% overall on the week. So, hoorah, I guess. I don't know. Zama up now 45% on the week. Continuing. Is it continuing? I didn't really see too much of a daily move. It's down about 5% on the day, so not really. It is starting to finally capitulate a little bit here. I am a buyer, again, below 4 cents, so we'll see if it comes back down. I have a small bag still, but I sold majority of my bag. Or I sold my entire bag on the run up and then bought a little bit back in on the pullback. All right, what else we have here? I do like Zama. I do still like Zama. On the monthly, looking at 40%, 30%. Looking for mostly 30%. 30s and 40s would be preferred. But yeah, we got Bonk, we got BTW, we got Kites. It's almost the same ones every time. And DXC. So we got about 4 here in the top 200. I was expecting more. I saw that 2% overall down here on the day, and I was like, you know what? I'm expecting some more pain. I'm going to buy something. No, nothing. Nothing I want to buy anyway. It's mostly just curved by DEXE falling even further on the day. Cool beans, bro. Cool beans. Again, guys, not financial advice, but it seems like there is hardly anything to buy. So to me, it just feels like there's not enough pain, and the bottom still feels like it is near or soon. All right, so not financial advice, just my 2 cents.
I'd buy that for $1.
All right, it's time to get into Bitcoin. What's going on with the weather today? As Bitcoin now tests 64 flat. 64 flat is coming soon if it cannot get above and back above 64.3. 64.3. Let's take a look at the weather and see what's going on here today. Of course, brought to you by Kimba the White Snowline on YouTube. Don't pay for what you get for free. This is the live heat map. Again, it's usually about $30 service, and I'm bringing it to you for free. Of course, so is Kimba the White Snowline on YouTube. Overall volume is flat, still around that $5 billion mark. Bears in the Bears' favor a little bit this morning, but not by much. It's just flat overall. We are getting through the heavy chop here at about 64.2, 64.3, as the Bulls, attempt to defend this last key area before we do test 64 flat. This morning, looking pretty damn bearish on all time frames, on all key levels here. I wouldn't say all time frames, but yeah, all the key levels here. It's the weekly looking pretty bearish now too, but we'll get into that. Here on the weekly, we do have on the 12 hour. We do have, of course, everything printing a little bit lower, just a little bit lower at every single level here, all the way down to about 63,000, 63K. The area where I've been telling you guys that we've pretty much been ignoring most of the week is starting to get built up a little bit this morning, getting closer to about that 62K anyway on the 12 hour. We haven't had anything added here at all within the last week or two. So interesting to see that, we're starting to, get the the bulls to pull back a little bit more with their longs. Looking at the overall market here on the weekly, it's not terrible, but we are seeing that flash crash down to 64 possibly coming soon. We did add a lot more of that here in the last 24 hours, 48 hours. This is probably about 2 days here in the slice, of course, and the 7-day lineup on the weekly. And yeah, we're looking at a little bit lower, possibly coming here soon into the weekend. Again, with the tariffs already passed into law as of this morning. This is where we're at. And on the monthly too, you can see a little bit of pain starting to show up here. But for the most part, they're still looking at people, going up longer here to short Bitcoin a little bit higher. We did push the bears out all the way up to at least 68K in that range, but we still got a lot higher to go. And it just doesn't seem like there's much runway left here. We do got to get a bounce off of, it looks like, 63 flat for us to really keep the momentum going for the rest of the month. We do have Fed Share coming out next week on Wednesday. It's going to be a long day for us here on the channel. We do four live streams on that day. But, overall, it looks like we have a ton of support still here. The strongest, of course, on the map, represented by the heat above still $60,000 Bitcoin. So that's at least something we got going for us, right? And again, if you look really, really close in here, there's nothing added at all here new below 60K. We don't see any of that doom, on the order books anymore, like we did back in, I would say May. Back in May, June was probably the last time we saw any sort of build up here. It's mostly where these orders came from originally. All right, guys. So anyway, I would say Bitcoin today is definitely going to be having a bit of showers, maybe some thunderstorms in the evening hours going into the weekend. I would say most of it's probably going to clear up by about 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern as we close in America. Maybe the foreign market could get a little bit of a rebound after, of course, we see the sell-offs in crypto. That's what we're looking at today in the weather. All right, let's get back to TradFi, see if anything else is happening. How we doing in the chat, guys? DEXE is actually up 49% today. Really, Quint? Did I just read that wrong or what? No, it's not. You're funny. 16% down additionally for DEXE today. All right, where are we at? We're getting back into Doomberg coming back. Albertson's downgraded at Telsey. That's a zombie company. It shouldn't even be around anymore. So many companies have taken over for it. HPE Price, Hewlett Packard. All right, we're talking about Hewlett Packard. What else we got? Come on, give me something I care about. Give me some more Doom. Intel. Oh yeah, looks like Intel's rolling over now. Dang it, what happened? Down 2.6% now on the day, as they just had better than expected results. People are taking profits. Okay. All right. Let's go back to CNBC. Maybe. It was working. It was just working.
This final break that we can all point. I mean, I don't know if the history of, top-down government, sort of on-off. Some new technology moves through, and we're going to be able to, from Washington, say, okay, enough for a while. I mean, it doesn't really hold up. It might make you feel better.
Yeah. No, remember the hearings on the Hill about content moderation?
Sure,
on,
exactly.
on
Precisely.
Like Facebook. Yes. I mean, that they couldn't even get to that. I'm not sure what they're going to do with agents talking to agents.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me too, like living wills for the banks as well.
Yeah,
kind of like an exercise. We'll talk about it.
Right.
We've got a plan.
It's our way of saying we think this is important, even if we don't think in the moment. When basically it's make or break, things are going to actually matter.
Exactly.
Let's see if we can actually get what's going on with the new economic data this morning from CNBC. We got anything on that this morning? Not yet. I don't think. Maybe that doesn't come out till noon. Maybe 10:30. We still have 15 minutes till 10 o'clock, guys. Holy crap! Trump's new global tariffs draws rebukes from traders. Yeah. We read all this stuff already. Okay. All right. I think I already went through Yahoo Finance too. I did. Damn, it's all exhausting. It's all exhausting. I don't think I've ever gone into crypto news 15 minutes early. I may have to do that this morning because there is hardly anything to talk about or go over this morning. Bitcoin at least gets back above 64,300 here. We are off the rails now on our overall trend. We have lost it. We have lost it. Yeah, we could say that July is starting to falter. Not going to produce, of course, the same result we saw back in April. Only up April, right? Not only up July. Again, Clarity Act is faltering. I covered that. Did the last 2 live streams on the 8 p.m. Eastern live streams we've done here on the channel have been very, very Clarity Act centric. If you guys didn't catch that last night, basically we're stalling on the Clarity Act going into August, so it's probably more than likely not going to happen. They're going to try to probably throw a vote up anyway next week, but it's more than likely not going to go through. Again, that's coming from the floor there in the House and Senate. Okay, let's get back into where else can we check? You know, it's a long time since we looked at Fox Business. Eek, it's really bad when you got to go there. Albertsons cuts 226 forecast as cautious shoppers curb grocery sales. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of pullback in grocery spending from consumers. They just can't afford anything. Not when a box of cereal costs like over $5 or $6. It's ridiculous where we're at in American food prices. Treasury to expose $100 million in properties tied to Ayatollah. We talked about a little bit about how we pulled those funds from Iran. We never returned their the money that they were using in like things like Tether, right? And I think we're just going to use that money to bomb them. It's so fucked up. All right. Kudlow, Democrats want to shut the government down. They want to shut it down again. Houthis claim first attack on Saudi oil tankers. This one came out last night, I guess. How America reached a political tipping point for socialism. Again, obviously, it's very, very, right oriented. Cracker Barrel sells a Maple Street brand. Okay, this is just nonsense. I don't know how anyone makes money with Fox Business. I just don't know. I don't know. I can't stand it for very long. All right. Overall, guys, it looks like we're still seeing a broad sell-off. Coming up a little bit, but not by much. We're up about 1/10% right now overall on all markets. All coins in our sector. Let's take a look over here and just get into some crypto news a little early, I guess. One more run to TradFi. I'll give them one more chance, and they're on break. You gonna do me like that? Damn you! Damn you! Again, you can go to newslive.com if you guys want to catch all the news for free and don't pay for anything you get for free. You guys know the drill on that. All right, let's get over to crypto news. This is gonna start going through the weeds here. Ondo's Oasis Pro Market secures FINRA green light to offer tokenized stocks and ETFs in the United States. Seems like everyone is gearing up for the big one. Of course, that being proper regulations in America. Saylor and team overhaul strategies, Bitcoin metrics as bear markets persists. Okay. Brazilian farmers tokenize dairy cows to get loans. We talked about that last night. They're putting tags and they are keeping track of their investments right at the cow level. The cows aren't even safe from censorship. China makes first cross-border payments with digital yuan to Singapore, and they are finding the solution to, of course, the dollar problem. All they do is print more dollar. And we use something else. There we go. China has successfully completed its first cross-border payment using Singapore using digital yuan. The transaction conducted via Chinese digital currency express. CBET's platform involved import shipping fees totaling approximately 10 million yuan, which were transferred to Singapore on the same day. The development highlights China's efforts to expand its use of digital yuan in cross-border payments and, of course, get the BRICS nations off the dollar. That's the goal. All right. What else we have? One of the biggest Bitcoin mining companies of its time files for bankruptcy. Ooh, another one. Another closure. Man, We just heard BitMEX filing for closure yesterday, and here we go. We got another one. Poolin, one of the world's largest mining pool for Bitcoin, has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in the U.S. due to financial difficulties. The filing submitted to the company and the 2 subsidiaries in the New Jersey District Court reveals that long-standing financial problems following 2022 liquidity crisis have reached a new stage. According to documents submitted in court, Poolin's total debt is approximately $173 million. Of its amount, $163 million consists of invoices of debt, IOUs, issued to the Poolin wallet users after withdrawals were suspended in 2022. At the same time, these users were unable to access their wallets, assets, and the company issued IOU documents representing their receivables. All right. So Poolin, one of the largest mining pools we had. EU hits Russia with a massive 21st sanctions package targeting $120 billion crypto network. Yikes. That's the EU attacking Russia via tariffs. Crypto market maker B2C2 held sale talks with multiple potential buyers. Damn. We are seeing closures and sell-offs. Solana's tokenized equity volume is roughly 2,400x year over year. Okay, their volume's going up on Solana. Let's see. As 5 billion cluster has formed in Bitcoin options, it tells a bullish story. 64,000 guys being tested right now. Here we go. About ready to hit those thunderstorms this morning. Will Wales 14 million link moves spurs Chainlink's latest price breakout. There's really nothing else happening now. Crypto news. We were here a little earlier than we should be. Let's get back over to Doomberg for some more Doom. The Doom Factory. Let's
Everything
go.
Else.
How do you even come up with 500 a year? Are they just like, hey, Claude, give me 500 random ETFs? Like, is there any rhyme or reason or consistency among what they're actually offering?
So it seems like it really is the VC playbook. They're
Corgi's
trying a lot
ETF
of different
roulette.
things. They're trying to undercut the market. They're trying to do new things. So there's like no one set way of doing things. There's filings for what we expect to be super cheap beta products. They have over 100 products that are single stock or theme leverage ETFs. They're thematic ETFs. Their biggest ETF is Ethereum. Lithography related to AI. They filed for leverage versions of that. So they're launching and filing tons of things, and then also filing leverage versions and defined outcome versions. So they're basically trying anything and seeing where the market is gonna, put their assets with them.
Well, James, we know that launching an ETF is becoming easier and becoming cheaper. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. All right. So they're having a Russian roulette with ETFs. With from Corgi. We had Delson in the chat asked me if I'm left or right. And who the hell eats Crypto Quinn says, who the hell eats cereal these days? I know, right? Who the hell eats that? It's just pure garbage. It's just cardboard in a box. You're eating cardboard out of a box of cardboard. Delson says, am I left or right? I'm neither. I am neither. I'm pretty much independent. I don't really vote independent though, because no real point. I tried to last election, but what's his name? Kennedy ended up going to the right anyway. But no, I think I lean a little to the right, if I have any bias. But it's still, I feel like the world needs a fair leader. I feel like the two-party system is just broken, and here we are today. And that doesn't even have any legs to stand on. There's no agendas that they can come together on anymore. Everyone now represents themselves as an independent, but corresponds to the blue side. But I don't know. It's just a mess in politics here in America. I remember the Grand Old Party was supposed to be dead right before Donald Trump took office, and here we are, and it's still alive. So you just can't win, right? You just can't win. 64K about ready to break. There it is, $63,945 on Bitcoin, seeing a sell-off continuing this morning. Let's see what the rest of the market's doing too. SpaceX now down to $113. Yes, continue the pain. I love this, guys. Ooh, Tau BitTensor's down to $187. Ooh, some of these prices today, guys. What else we have? All this pain. I love it. I love the doom. Love the misery. Okay. What else we have? We have Solana down to $73. Not enough pain there yet, in my opinion. Zama down to 5 cents. Come on. This can't break right now. It'll never break at this point. Still looking pretty bullish there after that run up. We're on the 4 hour there on that chart though. Okay, and then we were talking about Say last night. Say hitting all-time lows today. Bam! 4 cents for on Say. Damn, a lot of pain this morning. Let's see what else we got. I'm looking for the stock market. Let's take a look at the stock market. 10 points down, or $10 down almost. About 0.1%. Not enough pain for me, man. Just dump it. Just dump it. Go down to 72.5 on the stock market. Maybe it's gonna chop around a little lower. I would say maybe it hits. I would love to see 72.5, 73, 73 flat is kind of its next stop, I guess. All right, gold and silver. How about gold and silver? Gold and silver coming up. Yes, it is. Gold and silver. A little bit of a bounce there on gold. A little bit of a baby bounce there on silver. Looking like they want to maybe start a little bit of a rally, but not much. Nothing too exciting yet. It's got to get back above, realistically, honestly, $63 on silver to even break out of this bear trend it's been in for a minute. Same thing with gold. I think it's going to get back up above previous resistance back here, and it's got to get back above 42, yeah, $4,200 an ounce. All right, anything else to take a look at the doom as Bitcoin does lose 64K this morning? Let's double check the order books. What we got? What do we got? Still got a little bit of support left, but not much at 64K. Next stop is going to be about that 63.6, 63.8 as per usual. It's getting closer to 63.6, it looks like 63.6 on the next pullback, unless they come in full swoop and get that going earlier. 63.6 will be the next stop, and then if we lose that, which is not too much there, we could fall down to 63.3 this morning. What this is this trend line? What the hell? Come on, copy paste 63.3. Yeah, and worst case scenario for today, or I guess we're gonna possibly retest 62.5. Nice. It's nice that we finally see this pullback though, but even still we're just readjusting, I guess, to the more recent run here we had since the 13th. It could hold there today, honestly. It looks like it could hold there today. I want to see more doom though. Come on, more doom. We did hit that on the wick though, just barely. 63.6, 63.7 on a wick. 63.8 on a wick. It's always, again, respect the 3s, the 8s, and the 6s on Bitcoin. All right, that looks like it might be it. It's starting to level off there. It's starting to wick up. I was excited, man. I might buy some Ondo here. My phone's still charging. I dropped my I had my phone yesterday in the water, so I've been kind of recovering it. It should be fine after tonight in Rice. Let's see. Let's get back over to Doomberg. See what else is developing here. They're on break. CNBC. They're on break 2.
At University.
All right, and it's 10 a.m. So it's time to go into crypto news anyway. Let's see if anything else new has developed and breaking for us to cover this morning. Let's go to Cointelegraph. A quantum roadmap would push Bitcoin much higher, says Charles Edwards. As yesterday, of course, we saw the super ally group with BlackRock and Strategy and Cathie Wood and everyone else, of course, coming together, with a $15 million investment to focus on a roadmap for quantum proofing Bitcoin. That's of course what they're referring to there. Otis protocol is shut down, gives users until July 30th to withdraw assets. Damn, closures are getting real right now, guys. This is the longest time we've seen Bitcoin under fair value for mining too. I think this is going on now for since February, so it's been about 4.5 months, maybe 4.5 months since we have fair value again on Bitcoin mining. Oh shit, even earlier. I mean, even later than that. We did touch a little closer to right now we're it costs about on average about the high 80s to mine Bitcoin. Maybe the high 70s. I forget where we're at right now. And of course, some countries and cities can produce energy cheaper. They of course kind of curve it, but I think it's like 77,000 on average to mine a single Bitcoin if you're going like for a full year. Let's see. South Korea's Corbett to rebrand as Digital X Mirai. Samsung Wallet plans stablecoin support digital payments expansion. We talked about that yesterday. This is old news for the most part. Even though they say they came out 3 hours ago. Just updates probably. Philippine Bank BPI plans stablecoin payments pilot. Again, we're getting more digital every day. South Korea's Corbett to rebrand as Digital X under Mirai. Did I just read that? I think so. All right. I think that's it, guys. This is a really slow news day, but I love the pain. Thailand SEC files complaint against BitCub, BITKUB, over alleged false disclosures. Bitcoin mining pool in files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. We already covered that this morning. All right. Any of you guys who didn't hear it, yeah, BitMEX is closing in September. They announced that yesterday. All right, a lot of closures, which is good because this is kind of like what we want to see. We want to see some boys and girls get out of the way, so of course the men and women can play later in the pool. All right, the pool of liquidity, that is. I can't. Man, there's got to be winners. They got to be losers. All right, 2 minutes until Doomberg comes back. CNBC's probably still on break too.
After July 7th. And
home sales data came in. It's 10 a.m. Yeah.
CPI, PPI, or this number in particular, interest rates have moved. It affects housing. So we're going to really pay close attention to July. And do remember, multifamily is a little bit more exciting to builders these days than single family, considering inventory builds that have in the single family home space, and pay especially good attention to that magic 6.5% level on mortgages as we crossed it, of course.
Damn.
With rates moving higher.
All right. Let's see if that data came out. We can just kind of go over that real quick too. It should be updating here soon. They just got it on the floor there on the newsroom floor about a minute ago. Yahoo Finance will probably have it. CNBC's a little late this morning. No. I guess we'll just hang out on CNBC, I guess. Damn it.
13th straight night of strikes against Iran last night. They were targeting Iranian military command centers, drone storage facilities, communication networks, they say, coastal surveillance sites, and maritime capabilities to, as the U.S. military puts it, further diminish the threat Iran poses to civilian mariners and commercial vessels transiting the Strait of Hormuz. Now, that comes after President Trump told Axios that he's considering a massive attack on Iran that's bigger than anything that's come before. And while it's clear that the U.S. is considering military escalation, it's not clear what form that could take. Would it be boots on the ground or what? And it's not clear how that would change the political reality in Tehran, which is the key to all of this. Now, separately, the new tariffs that you're talking about went into effect at 12:01 a.m. this morning. These new tariffs are being imposed under Section 301 of the Trade Act of 1974. It's one of several trade authorities that the president has used over the course of his term. They took effect, as I say, at 12:01 a.m. They imposed duties of 10 to 12.5% on 60 economies over what the U.S. describes as forced labor practices. And the announcement marks the administration's latest tariff action after suffering that major legal setback earlier this year when the Supreme Court largely struck down President Trump's so-called reciprocal tariffs. So, guys,
I really thought he was going to wait until at least the midterms were over to do this entire tariff terror again. But here we are, guys. Welcome back to Tariff Terror. And, of course, the chaos continues here on the channel. 63,900 Bitcoin still struggling to keep 64K now as we wick lower. Oh, boy. How we doing, guys, in the chat? Everyone is quiet. Everyone's quiet. Oh, my gosh. It's just another day in crypto, guys. Just another day in crypto. We are still holding, I guess, a little bit of the trend we still have from the beginning of this month. But we did. we did lose most of it. You know, that parabolic move is not happening anymore. It's not happening anymore. I can probably just get rid of it now on the chart. That was the the April copy and paste. April parabolic move from that month. We're still probably going to be chopping for another and we might even produce even lower. Again, that's the idea. We're going to be going lower now if clarity doesn't pass, or we don't get that clarity bump for Bitcoin and crypto assets. Kind of readjusting ideas here. Maybe we just kind of go back to where we were a little bit. I don't know if we're going to see that much of a sell-off. We might going into the end of August, or going to the beginning of August now. Still, the idea we have overall is that we're going to be selling this off into August. Do I have that over here? This one? One of these. Oh yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, selling this off a little bit after a July pump, and then hopefully correcting in a larger move down to about 59 or 58 to about 63. Maybe we only see about that. I don't know. We're really close to 63 right now. I see a little more pain. Come on, just a little more pain. But either way, it's looking like we're starting to develop head and shoulder on multiple time frames too. Here's the daily. You can see the extended one I'm talking about here, the bigger one we're looking at, possibly developing over time. And if you look at the 30-minute, probably you can see one forming in the smaller time frames, maybe an hour. So at some point, we're just gonna come back up and go off like no one's business on the 4 hour. And you can see it a little there on the 4 hour. A little lower, just a little lower. You get a little bit more there on that one. Month of July still is not breaking above that 10-10 sell-off range. Remember that the descending triangle from the 10-10 sell-off still in effect, still holding us down. We have not gotten above it. 10-10, 10-10. All right. Anything else happening? Let's get into more crypto news, maybe. I guess it's time to go doom scrolling at this point. We are really reaching for news. We're grasping for straws here on the channel. We're suffocating. All right, let's go up here and get into some breaking news, possibly over here on X. As, of course, X is going to give it to you. Samsung reveals plan to bring a native stablecoin support, the first in smartphone giants. Samsung says the Samsung Wallet will support new forms of digital value, including stablecoins, claiming the move will make it one of the first major mobile brands to do in order to do so. Don't forget, it's definitely a major mobile brand, but we did have the Solana phone, right? People always forget we had the Solana phone. Like, it originally came out in 21 or 22. From my memory, anyway. This is again one of Samsung's bigger push to bring their customers onto the blockchain. They did have a partnership with Coinbase. We talked about that, right? I made a video about it actually too, and yeah, that was a long time ago. When was that? Let's take a look here on my channel. Coinbase X Samsung 9 months ago. That was last year. 9 months ago. When they brought a massive partnership with Samsung and Coinbase, and they basically bring their users on board with the Coinbase Premium for free. The lower tier, not the high tier, not the one you pay like $200 a month, but the cheaper one. All right, Michael Saylor says one of the integrated view of strategies, Bitcoin balance sheet and capital structure. The MSTR BTC dashboard brings gross and net reserves per share, economics, valuation, duration, floor, break-even, hurdle, yield, and gain into a single framework. This guy came out an hour ago from Michael Saylor himself. Yeah, and I guess we're just tracking the reserves. Okay. White House Clarity Act will vote to test Democrats' crypto support. Again, like I mentioned, unless we just see overwhelming support out of nowhere for no reason, and it's just all smoke and mirrors to kind of shake investors' confidence, and the likes of Elizabeth Warren and friends are going to actually vote yes. It's more than likely not going to happen, right? It didn't seem like the ethics provision was big enough for them to support the bill. All right. So anyway, we already went into all that so many times in the last 48 hours. I don't want to do that again. All right. Let's see. Anything else here? US B-1 bombers 11 hours ago dropped 2,000 pound bombs on Iran. And they got a little bit of footage here from Fox News. Okay. All right. Someone call 911. I'd like to report a murder. What the hell? Psyop anime, yeah, still churning them out, man. Still churning them out. Fiat only works because everyone agreed to keep playing the game. 100%. That's of course why we are in Bitcoin. Robinhood CEO X account hacked to push fake Vlad account, or fake Vlad meme coin. We covered that in extensive details yesterday. I was like, what if? What if? Hacked, yeah, Robinhood's CEO's account. Nope, it was for the Vlad token. That just came out yesterday, or I guess started getting the spotlight. I don't know. The 10% global tariff expired at midnight and now not struck down, but not repealed. The 150-day clock now in section 122. Right now, Congress never took the handoff. It exists to force. The successor is section 301. No rate cap, no clock. The average rate roughly halves until it lands. And this is coming from our good friend Ben Lawrence. In our doom scrolling session this morning. How you doing, Ben? How you doing, Ben? As Ben is out there now in the last 48 hours at least, putting out these little good pieces there. Just in, Tesla reveals none of the of its $825 million of Bitcoin was sold in Q2. So again, during the SpaceX launch, they did not sell any of their evaluated Bitcoin from the before or after the pre-sale. All right, BitMEX faces a class action lawsuit alleging its engineering forced liquidations to seize roughly 623 Bitcoin in customer collateral right as exchange preps to shut down. And again, it shut down in September. Oh man, I feel like we're just we're kind of not finding anything else. Okay, the Digital Chamber just in from Bitcoin Magazine 46 minutes ago. CCI and the Blockchain Association letter to Senate leaders urging them to pass the Clarity Act now. For the United States to maintain its position as a global leader of financial innovation, there is no substitute for the long-term certainty of durable market structure legislation. And it's still the wild, wild west here in America. Scaramucci says crypto adoption will overrule political resistance. Governments fought Uber. Customers chose it anyway. Crypto wins the same way once enough people use it. That's why it makes no sense that they are even discussing ethics, in Capitol Hill, because they're going to want to trade stocks unless they don't know how this whole thing works. It's got everything to be tokenized. They're going to want to trade stocks in the future, right? Yeah. Kazakhstan has approved a Bitcoin, and crypto national reserve. Miners who donate Bitcoin to Kazakhstan's national reserve now get discounted electricity. Damn. Adoption, of course, hitting Kazakhstan even stronger. Again, they've been one of the largest Bitcoin miners, I think in the top 5 for a long time. A long effing time. Kazakhstan, of course, has most potassium as well. Potassium. Freaking Bo Rat reference for those. I love Bo Rat. Anyway, Satoshi received $5,000 worth of Bitcoin. It looks like people are just sending random to his burn address at this point. It's a burn address, right? Yeah. There you go. User from Revolut sent $5,000 of Bitcoin to the Genesis block. Unspendable. Basically, like I said, a burn address. Satoshi gets wins again. Send it here. He don't need it no more. Crypto Twitter. All right, guys. So I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else going on today. This is kind of surprising. All right. Let's see if we can get more from Doomberg before we head out. Maybe try one more news outlet for crypto. And that's about it. Tariffs pretty much all front and center this morning as they just went live at midnight.
We wake up on Monday morning and there's a Truth Social post saying this country has done X. As a result, based off this investigation, now you're going to face 100% tariff. So the headline risk that's going to come from President Trump's social media is going to increase. The only thing that's really stopping him at this point is the midterm elections, because tariffs is really unpopular. But after the midterm elections, I think 2027 is going to be a story of tariffs.
Yes, that's what I said. That's been my entire narrative from the very beginning of this year. I'm like, he's probably going to be really quiet on tariffs. I think he's only bringing up the tariffs because the The other one's expired, right? All right. They had to. He had to. Of course, it's an ego move. Let's see what's going on. Andy in the chat. Stupid crypto. Yeah, stupid Andy. Stupid crypto. How's it going, Andy? How you doing, my friend? Crypto Quinn says far right. Says, you troll. You troll. All right. What else we have from this this guy here? Nathan Dean from Bloomberg Intelligence. I like this guy.
So if you're exposed to Lululemon, Adidas, or Nike, not only you're going to deal with the 12.5% that you're getting from the Section 301 tariff that they just put in place, there's another tariff that they're investigating. Now, why would they do this if it's highly unpopular? Well, President Trump loves to use it as a negotiation tool. And like Tatiana was just saying in the prior segment, when you look at this 50% tariff or the 100% tariff on generic drugs that starts in 2 years, those are negotiation tools to force countries to come back. But in the interim, those countries and those investors that are exposed to those retailers, you're going to see higher prices as a result.
All right. I had to segue this real quick because the blue pills worked, guys. The blue pills worked. Look at that, guys. Last night we were looking at Gwei, and Jake the Snake was crying in the chat, and he's like, give it a blue pill. And so I gave it a few. I gave it like 6. And look at that. It's up 10% this morning. As everything else is tanking, Gwei is up 10%. Again, excited about a 10% move after an 80 or 90% sell-off is delusional. So do not take that as 116% sell-off since the run down there. But at least we're going the right direction. So funny. Guys aren't Gwei enough, man. Apparently the blue pills, the Gweis really like the blue pills too. Oh shit, that's funny. Last night was a hoot and a holler. Okay, ZBEC also coming up another 2%. There's the only things I have really moving here. Rave Dow up another 26% here on the day. It looks like some of the markets want to throw some of that capital into something else. Burn it, throw it away. It's just money, man. It's just money. I might want to sell some of my Rave today. All right, anything else? IP is up 5%, sitting at 2 cents 7. Wow. Or so no, 27 cents. 27 cents. I forgot this coin was 50 cents before, not 5. I'm thinking of Cardano. Cardano's probably at 0 right now. I'm kidding. Let's take a look and see, where is Cardano anyway. Cardano's at another 3% down. It's still about 16.4. Nothing really changed for Cardano. And that's about it. So all the thing that's on my radar that's moving up today so far. Gwei. All right. What else we have? Jake, come out. Gwei. Yeah, come out of the closet, Jake. It's about that time too. He usually is here by the end of the live stream in the mornings. Of course, out there. He does his royal duties in the morning. Let's see what else we got here from Scarlet Food.
Now unchanged, the Nasdaq Composite Index down 0.6%. This is Bloomberg Intelligence on Bloomberg Radio.
Nothing. All right, nothing. All right, guys. We're running out of steam. We've already done a little bit of everything this morning. I like the Doom. I love the Doom. 63,700 flash crash still happening with Bitcoin. If we lose this area, we're going back down to 62.6, 62.3 on Bitcoin today. Yikes. Let's take a look at the order book to see how that's developing. I'm sure it's going to be gnarly. I told you guys, chance of thunderstorms are going to clear up, though. Probably around 3 or 4. It's still storming outside, though. Don't want to go outside today. Oh, man. I can't wait until I get to Thailand, guys. It's going to be raining there a lot. But it's just like Florida. It rains a lot here in Florida, too. But I want to do a whole news segment with, like, some fun things when I get settled in for a while in one location. All right, let's take a look and see what we got. Overall volume is going to the Bears. 6 billion against 5.6 billion. Still overall, not that much in the grand scheme of things. Looking at Bitcoin here, holding, possibly going down to about 63,006. It's probably the most we have here. If we do lose that 63.8, and we're chopping through that right now, I think that's where we're at right now. 63.8. Yes, sir. All right, and then overall, I showed you guys earlier, looking bearish on every single level, and we're starting to add some here. We haven't seen anything added down here at 62K until today. It's been about a month or a month and a half since we had anything new down here. Anything new down here. Let's zoom on in here to the monthly, and haven't seen anything pop up here yet, just yet. Underneath, 60K or 62, a little bit under 62 here. Not today though. Still not today. This is all just still 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Anything new added around that area, significant fashion. In the last week, we see a little bit above 62 added, but not much there either. We're still looking at people, of course, changing their mind, or maybe they're just finally reading into what we talked about last night with what's going on with the Clarity Act stalling at the end of the month. We'll see. All right, guys. I wish there was more to talk about, but it seems like we're just gonna watch a flash crash today. That's the only thing entertaining happening. Only thing entertaining thing happening today. 63,700 on Bitcoin. How you guys feeling in the chat? How are we doing? Where are we gonna stop the pain? Where are we going to stop the pain? I'm going to ask you guys in the chat with a quick little poll. We're still not even at 10:30 yet. It's still not even 10:30. We got 10 more minutes, guys. Let's see. Where do we stop the pain? Where does Bitcoin stop the pain? Let's see. How about how low can we go? How low can we go? Playing Bitcoin Limbo today. 63,007. I'm gonna put 63,006 as the place to start because it's the first place, right? 63.6. Then we got 63.3. Then we'll add. How about 62.8? And I'm just gonna do a Doom one. 59K. I'll just do 60K. 60K. There we go, guys. Let me know on that poll where you think Bitcoin is likely going to sell down to today. We'll see if we can keep bouncing back and forth between news outlets and stuff and things, and see if anything else is breaking this morning. How's SpaceX doing? Is it down to under 15 yet? Yes, sir. 113, continuing the sell down. You surprised? I'm not surprised. I told you guys where it was going to go. Psychology, of course, of the market. The charts repeat the same patterns over and over again. All right, let's see. 63,700 breaking on Bitcoin. Let's get into more news, more doom over here. Let's get back over to... Yep. Come on, we gotta at least get a news outlet and mention that the market's selling down. They love to mention when Bitcoin is dropping, right? They do. Especially on Doomberg. Everyone's on break though. All right. How about the Fed rate cuts after the news we got out today? The data. Now we're up to 85%. No change. No. 85% chance that we're gonna get a rate cut. Or what the hell? A rate hike? No, zero rate cuts. No, zero rate cuts. 10% chance of a hike. Okay, I think Kalshi has a better doom read on that one. Probably gonna get rid of this one. I swear I saw this one rise the other day for rate hikes increasing chances in America. I thought we were up to like 2 now for the year. Anyway, Clarity Act didn't sign the law now. Back to 38. We are roller coastering this. Apparently, we are seeing a low of the lowest we saw yesterday, all time for Clarity, and we're still kind of grinding down there, I guess. All right, nothing really new to talk about there. And the chance of a Fed rate decision, it's got to be 0 next week, but I thought there was another one. Screw it. I'm over it. Let's get back into, how about Cointelegraph? It's the same stuff. CoinDesk. Anything new from CoinDesk? Everyone's talking about the same stuff. Brazilian farmers, dairy cows. We already talked about that yesterday and today. Everything the same stuff. We've exhausted the news, guys. It's all over. It's all over. All we got is doom scrolling now for the rest of the day. All right. Yep, the dairy cows in Brazil. The super friends protecting us from quantum threats. Jensen Huang, okay, officially joins X and makes his first post. He wasn't on X before? AI will transform every industry, power every company, and be built by every country. Let's see if that helped out NVIDIA today a little bit. It's still trending on the last 30 days upward. Anyway, everything else is on a free fall. Bitcoin still in the top 13 though, even after a lot of these big drops here. Tesla down. Damn. Tesla's also ripping downward too today. All right. I think that's it, guys. I think I'm going to call it. Looks like 33% of you guys say you guys are divided. Okay, we only have 3 votes. That's why. $60,000 Bitcoin, 63.3 and 63.6. Looks like more of you guys are like, we're going to stop the pain closer than we are lower. 63.6 is right here though. We are 80 bucks away from that. 80 bucks away from that right now. All right, anything else here in the chat from you guys? Andy pulled the Gwei out of his arse. Shilly. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all things down below. Thank you, of course, the King of Ohio, for reminding me. I'm really bad with that. Also, if you guys want to hang out with the Chaos Crew, as we talk about all this stuff all the time after the live stream's over and it's going to be concluded, we also have another one tonight. That's right. We do, of course, 3 live streams here on the channel. The third one being, of course, on the Patreon only. Of course, you can get your voice heard over there. And, of course, have a chat with the Chaos Crew. Have a drink, too, man. We'd, of course, appreciate it if you come out and stir up a little chaos. All right. Let's see what else we have here with Bitcoin. 63,600. Still going on with you guys in the chat. I do want to bring up Gwei again because, Jake, you missed it. But, yeah, we did see a 10% move up. And now we're seeing about a 12%, almost 13%. The blue pills worked. You prescribed the right cure for Gwei, apparently. Again, this is going to be probably short-lived, and we'll probably see a continuation of this. But this has been the longest we've gone sideways, right, for the Gwei. 8 days now. 8 days now sideways on the Gwei. Again, from the last pullback we had from 4 cents one. 4 cents one. Yep. We are starting to, to just kind of, I mean, there's nothing left to sell. There's nothing left to sell. Either that or the project's dead, right? Either that or the project's dead. All right, so we'll see if the blue pills help this evening as well. We're just gonna, maybe we can double those up. just double them up. There you go. Let's see if we can get them to come above 5 or 6%. Get massive PP out of Gwei. All right. Let's see. Tell Jensen about Gensen. Oh yeah, seriously. Tell Jensen about Jensen. He probably already knows. We did see a pullback on there. I bought some more last night. I had some orders I had down here at about 2.3. I think we touched that. Yeah, 2.3, 2.5. We were sitting kind of low on AI too. Nice place to buy. Everything's selling down too, so we could start to see more pain, right? More pain. It is holding there though. I don't like that. I want more pain. I want more coins. All right, I'm in a buying mood today. Let's see. Anything else here? The King of Ohio, Bitcoin mining pool-in has filed for Chapter 11. Yes, we covered that already, Cliff. Thank you anyway, of course, for bringing that one as a reminder. More closures today. Another closure out of, was it South Korea? Was it, I forget that other they're rebranding. I don't know, Digital X or whatever. All right, that coin just needed that little blue pill. That's all it needed. Yes, keep pounding Andy in the arse. Oh no! Did Andy have a lot of Gwei? Did he have a lot of Gwei? Damn. I guess we all kind of did, didn't we? Oh boy. That is what it is, man. You can't make money forever, right? Until you see a pullback. This is a bit more than what I call a pullback on the Gwei. All right, we'll see tonight if the blue pills help. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow for some of you guys, I guess, if you're in the overseas. But yeah, I'll see you guys all again tomorrow or tonight. I'm losing my shit. Oh my god.
What are you, stupid?
I'll see you guys all tonight. Of course, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be, of course, coming out and, talking about the market close into the weekend, where Bitcoin's likely going to go into the weekend. Again, this is pretty bearish, guys. This is pretty bearish for Bitcoin this morning. But the storms might stop again by the afternoon, 2 or 3 p.m. Again, I will see you all again soon. Later, guys. Later.
When will then be now? Soon.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my keys. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my lungs with more drums and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood shop in the door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Also out here as a reminder before we head out, yeah, to have a diversified portfolio, come hang out with the Crypto Chaos crew, get some of my insights on, strength and longevity into, of course, crypto. Don't be catching the fallen knives, guys. Don't be catching the fallen knives. I'll catch you all later. Have a good one. Peace.
Watch the cash burn, land fade. A new world rises, we've made the trade. The robots are rising, eyes taking the crown. But we're the ones that won't back down.
Bang.